toddler is asleep. So today I want to show off my guitars. This was heirloom from my Uncle Tommy. And on the inside, it's kind of hard to see there. No, you can't see in the hole. It says Tom Camsell Box 283. Used to be his mailing address. In case he lost his guitar, needed it to get mailed back to him or something like that. No name, I'm not too sure. I brought it in to get fixed once, and the guy said it was a Bluebird because of the Bluebirds on there. The only identifying thing is on the back. It says it was made in Korea. No brand name or anything. When I first got it, the nut here was loose, so I had that replaced, and then I also replaced the bridge. And then all of a sudden I had my favorite guitar. I've recorded with this guitar, and I've played it on stages all over Northwest Territories and Alberta. Great guitar here, this one. Here's another one of Uncle Tommy's. I do recall specifically when he told me he picked up a new Fender flat top and was just so excited to have a brand new guitar. So when he passed away, my dad gathered these two instruments to bring them to me. This one is a Fender acoustic. This one here is a Jamboree acoustic that I inherited from my Uncle Fred. I sang me and Bobby McGee, his favorite song, at his service. So his son Jamie said, what better fitting place for Uncle Fred's guitar than with his musical nephew. This one here was a gift from my dad. Horribly out of tune. This is a 12-string guitar that I desperately need to restring. It is an Alvarez. This one here is my Beaver Creek Mini that I received from as a gift from one of my bosses. I'd taken it to a Mother concert. We had some VIP passes, so they said bring one thing to sign. So I got the band to sign my little guitar. This guy here I need to restring. I bought him when we were in Thailand on our honeymoon, and I didn't want to bring a guitar overseas with me, so I picked this guy up for I think 1,800 baht, so it's 60 bucks over in Thailand, and it kept me company for the whole honeymoon. I learned Night Moves and the Pina Colada song on this guitar. There's another heirloom. This was my brother-in-law Jeff's guitar. So when I mentioned to the family that I was taking it, no one really objected. They said, yeah, that makes sense. It's a Yamaha. This guy is a Gibson electric that I got when I was up at the diamond mines working as a security guard. Another security guard said that he was selling his son's guitar. So I picked it up and originally thought I was going to give it to my brother for a gift, and then decided once I played it, nah, I'll just keep it for myself. I shouldn't have told him that story because he's still a little choked about it. This one here is my Ibanez electric with a fresh Primus sticker. And I bought this one in Grand Prairie. When I was at work one day, I just decided, you know what, for lunch, let's go buy a new guitar. So I took a coworker with me. And for some reason, when I strummed this guitar, we both kind of looked at each other and we nodded and we're like, yeah, that's the one. Here is a PV bass that was gifted to me from my sister-in-law, actually, very musical family, my wife's siblings. Um, she'd had this up in storage at her parents' place for years until I think I asked to borrow it, and then she just gave it to me. Thanks, sister. Here's my viola bass guitar. That was actually another gift. You know, it's a trend here. I've only had to purchase 2 of my instruments so far. And I was in a band with a friend, and I'd replaced a bass player. And that bass player had messaged me out of the blue and said, "Hey, want a free bass?" Duh. She said all I need to do is adjust the truss rod. It just takes a couple of turns of an Allen key. This is an ornament. This is not an actual guitar, but it's so pretty. This was a gift from my in-laws. Everyone knows how much I love music. And I think you're starting to get the same idea.